All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Phantom Anime Reviewer here, back again on the Phantom Anime Reviewer channel, and I want to say what's up, what is going on to everybody. It is now officially Monday. It's past midnight. It's actually past 2 a.m. here, but it's officially Monday, March 31st of 2025, the final day of March. And so I hope y'all had a good weekend and all that kind of stuff. And this is actually the first time that I've done a video here on this channel, with myself in front of the camera, because I've mostly, as you guys have seen, I've mostly been doing like clip videos and stuff like that throughout throughout the past few months. But I wanted to go ahead and do a little video here because I want to talk about one of the anime that just recently wrapped up, and that is the anime that I've really kind of featured this channel around the last several months, at least since the beginning of the year. So earlier today, of course, yesterday, I guess you could say technically, we had the season finale of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You Season 2. Of course, episode 12 dropped, and so, yeah, man, so what a great season it was. 100 Girlfriends delivers once again, and this series, honestly, for those of you who have been paying attention to it, and you've been paying attention to kind of me following it, it's quickly, very quickly, within the last few years since it debuted back in 2023, has very quickly become one of my favorite all-time harem series and harem rom-com series in history. I'd say it's at least top three, and it's quickly become one of my favorite all-time anime. And it's just like it's that good, and it's just like things that we saw in season 2 are a big example why it's just like. And I honestly don't think that this series gets as much, attention and traffic as it should. I think it should be one of the most popular anime out there. I think it should be close to mainstream. I get it, people look down on harem series and stuff like that, but this one is special, with the comedy, the offbeat, mindless comedy, the breaking the fourth wall references, the references to other anime series. They reference series like One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. And a couple Dragon Ball Z references this season. Yeah, it's just hilarious. Like, they're referencing all these different pop culture, elements throughout the episodes, and they even reference their own series. They even reference their own. The writer of the series, they reference their own manga and stuff, and it's hilarious. It's great. It's great stuff. So yeah, season 2 of 100 Girlfriends was awesome to me. One of my favorite. Personally, I think is the of all the anime that I watched this season, and I finished all but 2, by the way. If you guys remember, early back in January, I showed, of course, the list of the anime I was watching for the winter 2025 season. I finished all but 2 of them, and the 2 that I'm watching currently still are the I Left My A-Rank Party. That one's going to continue through the spring, and then the Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Online Shopper. That series' season finale airs on Thursday. I've completed every other anime I was watching up to this point, except for those 2. And so, but yeah, I'm getting through it pretty quick. But now we're rolling over to the spring 2025 anime, which I will be talking about very soon in a future video, and I will be doing a list for that one as well, because there's a number of titles for the spring anime that I plan on watching and talking about. But here, I want to talk about, obviously, what the series we just finished up watching, that being 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Season 2. So this season, we had the introduction of 5 new girlfriends, 7 to 11, that being, of course, Kurumi Horaga, Mei Meido, the secret GF that was revealed, Iku Sudo, Mimimi Utsuku Shisugi, and Mei Kakure. So, girlfriends 7 to 11 were revealed, and they were added to the Rentaro family, if you will. And you saw all kinds of zaniness and craziness throughout it. And I thought it's just such a nice touch. This is a series that really kind of pokes fun at itself. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's lighthearted. Like I said, it's mindless comedy, but there are also touching moments, emotional moments. For example, the last couple episodes we saw, episodes 11 and 12, focused on Kurane, losing her essence, if you will, her tsundere-ness, if you will, or her personality, mainly because, well, she drank, one of Kusuri's concoctions, the de-tsunderifying, potion or whatever. But the main reason being is she wanted to, appeal more. She wanted to show her true feelings, or she wanted to, kind of get closer, if you will, to Rentaro and the others, and she wanted to, get over her, her tsundere-ness, I guess you could say, and she wanted to show her true feelings, stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why she did it. But then afterwards, she realized that the tsundere part of her is what makes her her, and Rentaro basically said, hey, I like you for who you are, and so on and so forth. And so at the end, of course, we saw, and I uploaded some of the clips here on this channel. Karane was able to return back to her tsundere ways, I should say, thanks to the tsundere spirit bomb. Again, another Dragon Ball Z reference in episode 12. They had a couple, and they made blatant mentions of characters in Dragon Ball Z, like Karane was mentioned as being Majin Buu by Rentaro, which again, stuff like that is just hilarious. Just a random offbeat comedy. There's a random offbeat references and mentions and the breaking the fourth wall and stuff like that. It just makes this anime so great, man. That's what I love about it, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same. And so yeah, man. So we got season 2 is officially wrapped up. And I'm really hoping and praying for a season 3 announcement very soon. I mean, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. I mean, this series, outside of what I think about, is pretty darn popular. It may not be the most popular, most mainstream anime out there right now, in terms of overall attention and popularity, but it's making a name for itself, and I can't see any reason why the series, which is growing in popularity steadily, I can't see any reason why they wouldn't continue it, because they got plenty of source material. I showed you guys in the past my manga collection. I am collecting currently the 100 Girlfriends manga series. I'm up right now to volume 13, and I also got the spin-off light novel, which is the special love story or something like that. I actually got that light novel as well. I keep it in the box over here, so I'm up to volume 13. Volume 14 of the English version of the 100 Girlfriends manga. Volume 14 will be releasing, I believe, in June, so I will be getting that. And in terms of like over in Japan, they've obviously well beyond that. I think they're like up to 17 or 18, and they're up to like girlfriend number 32 in the original Japanese manga, or over in terms of the original source material. They're up to girlfriend 32, and in the manga that I'm reading, up to volume 13, they're like up to 22 or 23. I can't remember the exact number, but yeah, it's getting up there. But needless to say, they got plenty of source material, because season 1 covered like the first 4 or 5 volumes of the manga, and then season 2 covered up to volume 7 or 8, I believe. Again, I'm trying to think of the exact number. It might have been 6 or 7. But like I said, and they're up to volume 13 right now, so they got plenty of source material for season 3. To me, it's only a matter of when they announce it, and I'm hoping it will be soon. Because if you remember, at the end of season 1, they announced season 2 like immediately after. But here, with now that season 2 is closed, that has come to a close. They aired, of course, the season finale. They have yet to announce a season 3, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we get a season 3 very soon. Because for me, season 3 can't come fast enough, and I personally cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the world's reaction and the internet's reaction when girlfriend number 12 is revealed. And for those of you who read the manga, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it here, but just know girlfriend number 12 is going to be a doozy, I'll tell you that. And I get the feeling we're going to see a lot of differing opinions when it comes to girlfriend number 12. It's going to break the internet, I guarantee you. And these next couple girlfriends they reveal, which I imagine if they follow the trend of the last 2 seasons, they're going to unveil at least another 5 or 6 in the next season. So we'll see, man. These next couple girlfriends are going to be, it's going to be very fun, when they add them officially to the Rentaro family. But yeah, when they finally decide to adapt that into the anime. But yeah, so yeah, season 2 of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really, Really Love You has concluded. And yeah, man, can't wait for season 3. I thought it was a great season. 2 thumbs up, man. They did an excellent job at adapting it from the manga to the anime. They kind of rearranged, like, a lot of people have noticed there's been, I see talk online, they rearranged the chapters, like, in terms of, like, the various stories that or various chapters, I should say, in the manga that they've adapted to the anime. They kind of rearranged like the order of them, and it was actually made mention of it in episode 12. At the back end of it, but yeah, man. So it's all good, man. It's all it's all lighthearted comedy, and it's nothing but good for me. So it was great stuff, man. Great stuff. I love the season. I love the series, and very much waiting and strongly anticipating a season 3 announcement. Hopefully within the next, if not the next week or so, within the next few months or whenever they decide to unveil it. But anyway, so that is going to do it, man, for us, the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really, Really Love You Season 2. And so, yeah. Hope you guys have been enjoying the clip videos that I've been uploading, because I personally enjoy uploading it. I really want to promote the series as a whole. I did it for for a majority of season 1 back on my old channel, back on my old PR Returns channel before it was lost to the YouTube algorithm, and I definitely very much enjoyed making those, posting those clips here on this channel, and they have got quite a bit of traction. They've garnered quite a bit of viewership for this channel. One in particular, the closing theme, of course, the season 2 closing theme, 100 Girlfriends closing theme, the first version, has amassed well over 100,000 views, and that is freaking incredible. Easily the most viewed video on this channel, and one of the most viewed videos I've ever personally uploaded. If you don't know, there are only 2 other videos in the history of any of my channels that I've ever uploaded that have reached 100,000 views. And both of them, ironically enough, came on the old original Phantom Anime Reviewer channel from back in way back when, before 2020 when it was flagged down. And those videos, one of which was a hentai review, an old hentai review, and the other one was a Pokemon clip. So just to kind of put it in perspective as to how much viewership or the amount of views that video garnered, it's like only the 3rd video I've ever uploaded in the history of any of my channels that have reached 100, that have amassed 100,000 views. So greatly appreciate that. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed those clip videos and enjoyed the the opening and closings, both versions, because I uploaded both versions. The first one, before they introduced May Mado, that everybody was talking about. I still got people in comments every now and then saying, "Hey, where's May Mado? Where's the maid? Why isn't she included in the opening or the closing?" And usually, somebody will comment and say, "Oh, they added her after she was introduced in the anime, like after episode 4, episode 4 or 5, I think, is when they added her to the intro and the closing of the show." So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the clip videos that I've uploaded here on the channel for 100 Girlfriends Season 2, and including the opening and closings, both versions. And so yeah, man. So going forward, I'm gonna try to do more content like this, where I'm, speaking in front of the camera and such. But I'm still planning on doing, various clip videos of certain, anime that I'm into, because there's a couple coming up in the spring that I'm looking forward to, and we'll see what happens. It all depends on which ones I pick, and hopefully I'll be able to upload them, because sometimes you'll have anime that's you can't really upload clips of, because they'll block it right offhand and you can't upload it. So I have to be be very, I'm very particular about which ones I upload, so I have to be careful with that. But yeah, so that is pretty much going to do it for this video, man. So hope you guys enjoyed the season. Hope you guys enjoyed 100 Girlfriends Season 2 as much as I did, because I very much enjoyed it. It was my favorite anime of the season. Of all the ones I watched this season, it was easily my favorite one. It was easily the best one. If I had to grade it, and I did this on Facebook in a couple groups I'm a part of, if I had to grade it on a scale of 1 to 10, I give 100 Girlfriends Season 2 a 9.5 out of 10. It was that good. 9.5 out of 10. It was that good to me. And can't wait for Season 3, man. Can't wait for Season 3. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching again. Hope you enjoyed the content I've been putting on here. More content to come. More videos to come. I'll be talking about some of those spring 2025 anime that I'm looking forward to, some of which I've already released, or released early, because that happens. There's 2 or 3 that I've released early, or ahead of schedule. So I'll be talking about some of those, and I would try to look back on do maybe some reviews or recaps on some of the anime that I watched in the winter, the ones that I just finished for the season. And so you'll be seeing all that content here, man. And, I got more, some more clip videos and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try to, again, be more active and be more frequent in terms of uploading videos here to this channel, for content for you all, because I appreciate it. And by the way, we've now on this channel, I believe I'm up to 240, a little over 240 subs. So greatly appreciate that. The channel surpassed 200 subs a little while ago, and I greatly appreciate that. So I hope you guys continue to follow the channel and continue to support the channel and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's all I got to say for this video. So thank you for watching once again. And so 100 Girlfriends Season 2 comes to a close. Fingers crossed. Let's hope for a Season 3 announcement very soon. And to me, personally, 100 Girlfriends, one of the best animes. It is peak anime, as they say. 100 Girlfriends, peak anime, great season, and looks for a continuation. And also, we're continuing to follow the manga and collecting the manga as well. And just want to ask that question, do you all agree with me? And do you think that 100 Girlfriends is one of the best anime out there? And do you agree that it is peak anime? So let me know, hit me up in the comments and all that kind of stuff. And be sure to like this video afterwards. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't already. Appreciate all the spark you get. With that being said, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. So thank you for watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. I will see you guys in the next video. And hope you guys enjoy the next batch, the next season of anime that we got coming in here. Like I said, I will be giving my thoughts on some of them, so you'll be seeing more content on the channel very soon. But anyway, that's all I got to say for this. Thank you for watching once more. Have a good night. Until next time, this has been the Phantom Anime Reviewer signing off on the the Phantom Anime Reviewer channel on YouTube. And see you guys in the next video. I'm out for now. Peace.